Are you ready to mock?
Welcome to Momma Flav.
A wild romp through VH1's golden age of celebrity reality dating shows. I'm Andy.
And I'm Ashley. Hey Andy, are we going to take any of these shows seriously?
We refuse. Hey Ashley, would you say this is a podcast to listen to with your kids?
Not unless your kids are hyper mature. Andy, is this podcast going to be bitchy and hilarious?
Yes, queen. So get ready to mock.
This is Momma Flav.
Oh my goodness. It's been some time.
It has.
It's been some time for us. It's been some time for you all. What a nightmarish 2 weeks. It hasn't been, actually. It's just been a lot of sleeping.
Well, yeah, and your band had their first show.
Oh, I don't want to brag, but yeah, we did.
It was awesome.
It was a very good first show.
It was very good. Everybody said so.
I know, and I wouldn't have believed it if it wasn't everybody that was saying
And not
so.
just me. I am not to be trusted.
She cannot be trusted.
Because I've been fangirl since day one.
She thinks I'm funny and that we should do a podcast together, and I'm like, But yeah, it's just been a taxing 2 weeks of chemotherapy and concert in tandem. And what round did we just finish? 5?
5,
Fifth.
yeah. So 6th is next week?
Monday. Yeah.
Ooh.
So you're probably listening to this while I'm in chemotherapy.
Yay.
So thank you for listening to to Momma Flav.
Yeah.
On which we are covering what do we do here?
We're watching Flavor of Love, which was what you were about to say earlier.
It was. I accidentally called our show Flavor of Love. Embarrassing.
You should be embarrassed.
I aspire to run a show as good as Flavor of Love, because this episode is, as the others have been,
it's really fun.
It's a real hoot.
Yeah.
This one is called.
It is called The Flavor of Chicken.
You don't need to get fancy with it.
Just simple is good.
It's
The flavor of chicken. It tastes like chicken.
It tastes like so many things have the flavor of chicken. Alligator, chicken.
And there is so much chicken in this episode.
Yeah. This is a wonderful episode. So thank you for joining us and for being patient with us during our 2-week hiatus.
Yeah.
So
it's good to be back.
It's really good to be back, and the show fucking rules.
It does. If we're a little loopy, we're recording kind of late at night.
It is late. Yeah.
For our old asses, it's 8:45 right now. What the? Oh my God.
That's right. It's been a while since we've had a Momma Flav after dark, but here we are.
Here we are.
So let's catch you up to what's going on in the house, in the Flav house.
Yeah.
On episode 4. Flav shows up to the house in a fucking tuxedo.
A white tuxedo with a black top hat.
Incredible.
Like first thing in the morning, they're all still in bed.
Yeah.
And he's like waking them up.
He's Pauly D'ing their ass.
Yes.
He should have a megaphone and
be
shout. Oh yeah, time to wake up. Yeah. Morning, yeah.
Oh my God. Have I told you about Sparkle Party?
Oh, I know Sparkle Party.
Yeah, so my friends used to, some friends that my ex-husband and I had together, and I still love a lot of them. Anyway, every trip that we went on, they would wake people up with this giant, one of those big speakers you get at Costco.
Oh my God.
Playing German Sparkle Party.
Oh my God.
And dancing.
Okay, so
Sparkle
I know
Party.
Sparkle Party and I know German Sparkle Party.
It's German Sparkle
and
Party.
I did not know that
about.
part of it.
Yes.
Got it.
So he is doing a German Sparkle Party on their asses.
And why is he waking them up? What does he need them to do?
He needs them.
Well, first thing, I guess. First thing.
What?
There's 2 things he needs them to do, I guess. I don't know what you were going to jump to, but I almost skipped the one that is about to happen right now.
Oh, okay. What were you going for?
The place that they are going to, not the person that they are meeting.
Yeah, so first they get to meet
his mom,
Mama.
Miss Drayton.
Yes, her name is Anna Drayton.
And they look a lot alike. And
they look almost identical. It's really cute.
It is. It's kind of one of those things in therapy, you might have a therapist go how do you feel? How do you act? How do you behave when you're around your parents? And Flav definitely becomes even more of a kid.
Yeah.
than he normally is.
His
which
personality
is
is just amplified.
Yeah. He just like kind of gets a little smaller. He gets a little bit more goofy and silly and just sort of like, it's kind of weird.
But can we keep talking about how like his mom looks like if Flav put a wig on?
A little, it does look like an Eddie Murphy situation.
100%.
like this is, we are meeting the Clumps kind of thing.
Yes.
You know? It is a little bit
I'm
of
sorry,
that.
I can't get away from how much they look
They
like each other.
look, yes, genetics are fucking weird.
Yeah, but he is really cute around her.
And she's really dressed up too.
Yeah. Apparently and as soon as they flash back to like the surreal life or whatever they were flashing back to with him and Bridget
Strange
Nielsen.
Love?
Oh, it was Strange Love?
I bet it was, yeah.
Okay, they were talking about his mom, and his mom, I guess, has appeared on some other VH1 shows. And she's cute.
Yeah.
She's cute. She's very religious.
Very conservative.
Yes.
Meek.
Every episode
she's
is
not
about
Southern.
going to church. Every episode that she's involved in involves going to church.
Yep. And so what do? They go to church.
They go to church.
And all the girls have about 20 to 30 minutes to get ready to go to church.
Hottie was wearing like, what did Goldie say? Like Gomer Pyle.
Gomer Pyle looking ass. I'm going to need a drop of Goldie saying that here.
I look down. Hottie at the bottom of the stairs, looking like Gomer Pyle with a darn army outfit on. She's crazy. She's a loony.
Boom. Dude, it was insane. Like
so good. Because
Goldie
it's like,
is such a blast, first of all.
It's literally like a Halloween costume, almost.
It's weird.
It's like booty shorts, Gomer Pyle, military girl. I don't understand what's happening.
This entire episode, we learn that Hottie is unhinged.
Off her rocker.
Hottie has like really severe sheltering, like she's either simple, you know, or crazy.
Off.
She's off in some way, and we'll get into it more. But she woke up dressed as a Marine, a slutty Marine, and it was weird.
To meet Flav's mom, but they didn't know they were going to meet the mom, whatever. So she
Right.
has to like go change. But they all have like 30 minutes
You can't
to
go to
change
church like that.
and get in some good clothes for church. And church looks fun.
Church looks like it
I
beats ass.
gotta be honest.
And I don't say that lightly.
Yeah, same.
It's a very like only God can do it. Only God kind of that
Yeah.
kind of song, that
Yeah.
kind of feel. It's a
Flav
full
goes,
gospel church.
Choir
you know?
was slamming.
People are in the aisles dancing.
Yes.
One thing they keep cutting back to
Mm-hmm.
that is, I don't know if it's going to come back at all to bite her, but Red Oyster cannot clap on beat.
Oh no, like totally off.
It's really
It's literally in between the beats.
it's really
like almost smack dab. She's precise with being off.
She's like, I'm going for the and of two, and I'm sort of there. She's
Yeah.
going for some interesting polyrhythms. Respect Red Oyster.
Oh my god,
Turning it into a
so funny
progressive song. But then it gets like all heartfelt.
Yeah, they go from like the choir singing and everybody's jumping around and dancing to like now everybody's crying.
Yeah. So like
yeah.
Goldie is crying because evidently she lost her mother last year.
Right.
The year before when the show was made.
Right. And I don't think we
didn't
do
know
we know that?
We
yeah.
didn't. They tell us that that's why she was crying during service, and then Smiley is also crying, and because they asked a bunch of the wedded couples there to come up and be blessed or something to that effect, and
Yeah.
Smiley's divorced.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of
It's
like
still,
hard
like,
for her. It's a little sore, right?
Still a little sore. I get that.
Yeah, so it was a very emotional time. You know, it's one of those things when you have a great jam and live music experience, it heightens those emotions.
It does.
It's gonna bring the
Right.
tears to the surface.
Now you're open.
You're ready
open to be
receive.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So church went great. Everybody very, very happy. Oh, I need to make sure everybody understands. Flav wore a white tux, a black top hat, and his finest clock that is about a foot in diameter. He wore that to church.
Bigger than his chest.
It's
yeah.
important for me to note that the
Yes.
clock was present at church.
Very important.
And then Flav drops them off with his mom.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, give me
Scarlet Tea Room.
shout out. And it looks lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really cute. It's like classic, like English tea,
Yeah.
girl tea party. And it's kind of the perfect thing to do with a lady
It is.
like Flav's mom.
Yes.
Anna, that's her name?
Yes.
Yeah, Anna wants a good tea room.
It looks like she's having a Waldorf salad
Yes.
or something.
Oh, that sounds amazing, actually.
Dude, everything about a tea room beats ass, all right? I'm not going to lie. I've had nothing but badass experiences at tea rooms.
Cucumber sandwiches, are you kidding me?
All goddamn day with
They're
the little crustless
so
cucumber sandwiches.
Good.
Dude.
So good. And I like adding milk to my tea.
Oh, sure.
Which like we never do as Americans, but when you go to like an English tea party, it's like you have permission to add milk.
And then you feel liberated.
Yes. Everything's better with milk.
So all the ladies have about like 10 minutes to sit and chat with Flav's mom. And we start with Sweetie.
I'm sorry. I just said everything's better with milk.
Is everything better with milk?
No.
Yeah.
Just some things. Anyway.
I don't know why you exaggerate so much. It's really a turnoff.
Sorry, I was sitting on that for a second. I was like, everything's not better with milk.
Never say that again. It's embarrassing. I love you.
I love you too.
So Sweetie is trying to connect with Miss Drayton, but Miss Drayton is hungry.
Yeah, and Sweetie's, to be honest, like she's fake laughing.
She is. And
I don't know. She's trying to say, what is she trying to say?
she's trying to like just kind
She got signed at Capitol Records.
She worked at Capitol Records or something to that effect.
She says she got signed by
Oh, is that
Capitol
right?
Records. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, and I don't know. And then she's like fake. She's trying to talk herself up. She kind of just doesn't know what to say.
Her mom later would come to say that she gave off an air of desperation, and that's 100% what happened.
Yeah, yeah. I think she was just nervous. I'll give her that because we kind of see how things turn out. Whatever,
Yes,
but
yes.
like. It came off real bad
Now,
to
yeah.
the point where Flav's mom was like, I need to go take my vitamins.
What
now.
Ashley is alluding to is Sweetie, last episode, she doesn't want to move fast. She doesn't want to move at all. She wants to wait 3 weeks before she even kisses
she had a
Flav.
number. She
Yeah.
had like a number of weeks.
Specific number
that she
of weeks.
waits. Yeah.
And so that's why she's a little nervous and desperate, perhaps.
Yeah,
'cause Flav did not care for that.
She kind of figured out like that didn't go over very well.
It wasn't a big hit. And then Hottie starts talking to her, and Hottie is just giving her a resume.
Yeah.
Which is wild. The weirdest fucking words that come out of her mouth is that I owned residential real estate. Do you mean a house?
Yeah.
Do you mean a house?
Yeah.
Why
She's
would you
trying-
say I have owned residential real estate unless you're trying to hit the word count for your essay? That is fucking weird.
It's also weird to say to like his mom, like
It's weird.
you're trying to show her you're successful.
And that you understand financial management. What is this?
This isn't like a job interview.
Who are
this
you
is
talking
like
to?
you're meeting a dude's mom. You need to
After
be like
church.
warm and
In a tea room.
and talk about yourself or
ask
her
questions. I feel like that's what Miss
Yeah.
Drayton was hoping for, is that some of the girls would like
Would actually
bother
engage.
to give a shit
Yeah.
about who she is
and not
what
just like
she's
talk about themselves. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Guess again. Nobody asked a single thing about poor Miss Drayton.
Not getting that. Oh, Chiquita.
She's tangled in
I
my
know, let me help,
headphones.
let me help.
My dumb dog got tangled in my goddamn. I'm using the longer headphone cable because we were recording some music.
She's so sweet though. She always wants to like come be with us.
It's very
when
cute.
we're
She loves
recording the
podcast time. She's here helping out as producer.
Yes, she's like wagging her tail.
So they get done with tea. That you don't see a lot more except New York barges into Hottie's talking time to really just out of nowhere say, I love Flava Flav.
I love your
your son.
And his mom looks like shocked, but she doesn't really say anything.
Yeah.
But it's like, girl,
Yeah,
you've known him for a few days.
and you haven't had a single date with him.
Yeah. Yep.
So now Flav is getting his mom's opinion of the women so far.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care for Sweetie.
Yeah, that's really her only comment is like, not so much with Sweetie. She felt
Became
desperate.
desperation of wanting to win.
Yeah.
Is what she says.
Yeah.
And she said used to be signed to Capitol Records, which is crazy. I don't know why we haven't heard her sing or something.
I know.
What do we think? You'll tell us? I imagine later
Yeah.
this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flav and his mom. It's really cute. He becomes
Why-
such a little kid.
Will I tell us?
Dude, you're spoiling it even worse than I already spoiled
Okay, come on.
it.
These people have like already watched the show.
I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
They know who's going home tonight, but whatever.
So that night, there's 8 girls left. Let's start there. There's 8 girls left. Flava Flav is going to have an hour-long individual date by the pool.
I don't know who came up with this idea.
Starting?
Yeah.
When did the dates start?
What, like 7 or 8?
7 p.m.
Yeah. So
Do the
each
math.
girl gets a 1-hour date until 3 a.m.
3
is what he says.
a.m. is the last date beginning.
I'm like, who thought anyone would stay awake for this?
And
what?
And he is planning on eating fried chicken and drinking champagne the entire
his like
time.
romantic setup, which I am so here for, was
Go
like
for it.
big bottles of champagne, strawberries, and fried chicken.
2 big buckets
Yes.
of chicken.
Yes.
Incredible
So
stuff.
he's just having the night of his life.
He is. He's stoked out.
Yeah.
And he's getting to talk to his ladies.
Yeah.
Was Hoops the first one?
She was. And
At
like
7
she
p.m.?
hasn't gotten any time with him.
Right.
This is like finally it's Hoops' time to shine.
Yes. And she
makes
it count.
Yeah, she like gets on his lap and is like she's cute
she's
and
all over
sexy
him,
with
hugging
him.
on him. Yeah.
And they seem to like get along really well, actually. Yeah.
And then he gets to hang out with Goldie, who seems a little shy and reserved.
I gotta agree. Like she's fun and she's sweet, but she's not like warming up to him
Right.
in a romantic
She
kind
seems
of way.
a little uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
she gets talking, and it's like, that's what Goldie likes to do. She likes to talk.
Yeah,
And
they just talk and laugh, which is
Yeah,
cute too.
it
You
is.
know? Yeah.
It is. I wanted to see them make out because I need Goldie to stay.
They're kind of like zero sparks flying for them.
I know.
But she's real fun, and
She
I like
is.
her. And then when it comes to Pumpkin, who's next, all they do is sparks.
Make eyes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just do sex eyes at each other and hug.
And then after that is Hottie. And
Yes.
she has the big knockers.
That's what he says. I'm like, just like Andy. It's like the first thing they notice.
She's just got him out all day.
I know.
She's like,
It's
don't
just, like,
look
funny.
anywhere else.
I'm dumb. I just like I don't know. Whatever.
Why are you dumb?
Because I just don't like that. I don't notice them.
Oh,
maybe
you don't
in
notice the
certain
boobs.
outfits. Maybe in certain outfits, I'm like, oh, dang. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm just not a dude. It's okay.
Right. New York comes in. She does her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Red Oyster. We're getting to a time of the night. Do the math, guys. Flava Flav falls asleep on Red Oyster.
Like snoring.
He's had at least 5 glasses of champagne.
Yeah.
And
And
couple
it's
pieces
getting
of chicken.
late.
It's midnight.
And he's had to like do how many, like 4 or 5 dates at this
Yeah.
point? Like 4 to 5 hours of dating and talking.
And Red Oyster is like, you can't strategize romance. And then it cuts to Flav snoring on her
She's
shoulder.
so annoyed. And I mean, it's kind of like we talked about in one of the last episodes. Like she's very, because of her role as the spy,
As the
I think she's just kind of getting friend zoned. He's like, okay, you're here.
Yeah. You don't want to make out with me. I don't want to make out with you.
I know,
guess.
just go to
Whatever it is.
sleep. Yeah.
You know, and that's the shame.
Yeah.
I like,
I can get my nap in with you.
at the same time, like Red Oyster still gives me strong Dwight Schrute vibes. Like she has one line this episode that like, I'm just like, oh my God, you're such a fucking cop. Like you're assigned cop at birth, a cab. So
That's good.
that is Red Oyster. Sweetie. Now Sweetie, realizing that she is in the hot seat from
Yeah.
last episode.
About the prudish stuff, she kind of, again, it's like kind of awkward. She like
Yeah.
gets on him and like, is like riding him like a horse.
Yeah, like a horsey is daddy's lap kind of
Yeah.
situation. And Flav is like into it, but he's like, I'm not buying it.
And I think what his mom says holds a lot of weight for him because his mom has said like she's desperate. And now that move looked kind of desperate.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, yeah, he just said, and my mom ain't stupid. So
Yep.
I don't know,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
She's really gotten into his head.
Yeah, and I think rightfully so. Like Flav was already in his head about her, you know?
God, some of the fashion in this episode.
Are you loving
It's just
the Argyle?
I just remember it. It's like an Argyle V-neck sweater
Yeah.
with a white collared shirt underneath, button up. and I had a similar outfit. And then like another girl was wearing gaucho pants.
Oh,
at one point, Hoops
gauchos.
has like a braided silver low slung belt.
She did.
I'm like, oh my God. Ooh, flashback.
all
I had
clothes,
all of these outfits.
and you can now find them all again at TJ Maxx.
It's so weird. It was so bad. It was such a bad time for fashion, and now it's coming back.
Yeah. It's all these things are cool. It could be
crazy.
shot today. Now, the last date was supposed to be Smiley, but guess what?
There were like a few left, I think.
You think?
Right?
No, it was just Smiley.
Was it just Smiley?
It was just Smiley.
Okay. He made it pretty late. Damn.
Yeah, he made it to 2 a.m.
Damn.
But then by the time the 3 a.m. date rolled around, Smiley was asleep, and Flav was like, that's perfectly fine, honestly.
So he just like, I don't think he normally sleeps in the house, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he crashed there that night.
Definitely.
So he like went into his big purple and leopard room.
Well, and then he was met there. He was joined shortly. Like I was kind of like, good for you, Flav. Get some sleep, man. That was a rough night. You're probably going to be hungover.
You're probably exhausted.
And knock. Well, don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
It's Hoops.
And Pumpkin.
And Pumpkin.
Yeah. So
Flavor Flav.
every girl just wants to like come in and do some snuggles tonight.
Yeah. And like Pumpkin's dressed a little more
Pumpkin is in straight up
seductively
lingerie. Yeah.
than Hoops is.
Yeah.
And then another woman enters.
New York in like full head to toe lingerie.
Like she was ready
with, like,
to put on a show.
stockings. Yeah. She's
And a
smoking a
cigarette.
I just noticed that in the house, walking into his room, smoking a cigarette. And she just sits on the chair smoking her cigarette.
Another cigarette. She lights another one and has an ashtray with
and
her.
watches the three of them sleeping in bed because they're not doing
getting
sexy
sexual.
time. Yeah,
No.
they're just like snuggling.
And so New York is like, well, I guess I'll crawl into bed also.
Yeah.
And she manipulates Flav's hand so that she's touching it while she
Grabs
sleeps.
his hand.
It is a real.
It's weird.
It's embarrassing, honestly.
Because he's not even awake to like know what's going on, but she takes his hand and like puts it on her face, and he's asleep.
He's asleep.
It's creep.
Yeah.
It's
like what to me becomes
creepy.
glaringly obvious is that New York is acting this whole time about everything, and she's so bad at it. And I don't think she cares. I think she leans into how bad of an actor she is.
Right. She is really sold on this role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
She's all in on this role.
Yeah. And nobody else is buying it, but she loves that part of it too. She loves that all the other women hate her because she's so see-through and bad at acting.
Yeah.
And she's
having
like,
fun with it.
This is fine. I came for this.
Yeah.
And that's good for you, New York. I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate her. She just is a villain.
She's playing the villain.
She's the villain, man.
You know?
This is what we got to deal with now.
So this is kind of cute. Like they wake up the next morning, and because he slept at the house, they do like morning jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, like one of my favorite things ever to do is morning jacuzzi.
So you can get in the mood to go straight back to bed.
Right. It's like you're going to have a good day, a good relaxing day if you have a morning jacuzzi. But they're kind of like, messing around, like talking. And Flav says that his dream girl is 94, 67, 87.
Thick!
I thought that was real funny.
It was. And then they start talking about Hottie's measurements. And there are some questions as to Hottie's accuracy.
Listen, I don't want to body shame, but
No.
her
But the girls
self-proclaimed measurements are off. Let's just say that.
She claims to have a 26-inch waist, to which I believe Sweetie says the only thing 26 inches on Hottie is her neck.
Yeah, real
Which
mean.
is like, whoa, dude, that's harsh.
But, in the girl's defense, like, I don't know why Hottie is like trying to say what her measurements are. You're like inviting people to make fun of you.
You're inviting a lot of questions. And also, this is also just more fuel to the fire of, hey, what's up with Hottie?
Can we talk about how
is that a segment?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with Hottie?
Hey, what's up with Hottie?
What do we think?
Is it like the new what's going on?
Yeah, it is. Like, we need to figure out we need to diagnose what her deal is, because it's like, weird, man.
And like what I was about to say is how the producers like make her eyes, like when they do her like
so
talking
good.
head, her eyes blink.
Make a bicycle
go,
bell ding ding every time she blinks. It's so. We'll get a punch to that. We'll get a punch to that here.
So anticipating seeing my dish, I knew that Flav would appreciate the effort I put into the dish and the vegetable recipe, specifically since it was for his mom.
There you go. Every time she blinks, ding ding, and it's so good.
It's really cute.
Now they've done their jacuzzi time, and it's time for a challenge.
Yeah, so
and it is a challenge.
The challenge, and honestly, this would be hard for me too.
I believe in you.
I know you've seen my cooking lately. I'm actually not a bad cook. Yeah.
How do you feel?
Cool.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, I've got a question, but anyway, let's keep going.
Okay.
What's happening?
So, they have to take a full chicken and fry it. They're given a recipe.
Boom.
They're given like cornflakes and
flour, eggs,
and all the other things. Yeah.
They're given a lot of ingredients.
But they got to figure out how to fry this chicken.
And what I love is Big Rick is dressed with a chef's hat and apron, and much like Flava Flav, he is wearing a kitchen timer as a clock around his neck, which is a very good touch.
Yeah. It's really cute. His whole outfit is good. And so, he sets the kitchen timer to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, honestly,
that's not a lot of time.
That's not a lot of time.
That's not a lot of time.
To, like, cut up a chicken,
and it's a whole chicken.
Bread it, fry it.
When I say whole chicken, it's not like rotisserie chicken. They are
pulling out whole ass chicken.
They're pulling out necks and giblets and shit.
Bleh.
You know, like
that
they're
would
having
be the
to deal
hardest
with
part for me. By the way,
and indeed for Sweetie, it is even more challenging because she was once attacked by a rooster.
Girl,
this is not a joke.
I stand in solidarity.
Ashley is constantly being attacked by birds.
It is true.
She was attacked by a rooster, and her grandma put the rooster down after it attacked her.
Yeah.
And she's traumatized and
The
crying
rooster
about
took
this
chunks
challenge.
out of her leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's just like crying in the kitchen,
incredible.
trying to cut up this chicken. I don't know why that led her to not want to slaughter a raw chicken.
Yeah, it's not. It's
trying
already,
to connect the dots.
It's there. You don't have to kill it again.
But it's there.
But Hottie is raising some more questions. Hey, what's up with Hottie?
What's up with Hottie?
She is making her fried chicken.
What's going on?
By not frying it. By not butchering it?
At this point, I'm like, she has to be playing up the crazy. Because
I don't know.
She just takes the full chicken, sticks vegetables in it, puts noodles on top of it, and then
slow it down. So, I feel like we can't just run over these points because it is so wild.
Crazy.
Like, you need to understand what Ashley has said is literally what happened.
The giant chicken with
whole chicken
vegetables, because she says she's like grew up vegetarian.
Yeah.
So she's gonna make a vegetarian chicken, which doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
But she's gonna add vegetables to hers, and then she gets like a jar of jelly and
marshmallows.
Chopsticks.
And marshmallows.
It's so bizarre
that
I'm like, she has decided to play crazy on this show because I don't understand this at all.
But she's doing it with a complete straight face.
Straight face. Not even cracking a smile. So maybe, I don't know, is she crazy?
What's up with Hottie?
What's up with Hottie?
And
that is the whitest way to make.
What's up
with Hottie?
And then she doesn't fry it.
She puts it in a microwave.
And she pushes the button that says chicken, but it's for chicken tendies, not for an entire chicken.
Is that for defrosting
no, I
chicken?
think it's for like chicken tendies.
Oh, really?
Where it's like 3 minutes chicken tendies.
Oh, my
not
God.
Not whole chicken and 5 whole carrots shoved in its ass. You know, like it is insane.
It's bizarre.
It is a raw chicken. Understand?
Yeah, this
and
is
she's
not
like this
it's
is
already
good.
been roasted and she's heating it up. No, this is an absolutely raw chicken.
And she is saying she's going to win because she didn't use all these heavy oils and fats and so on. And it's like, that's not fried chicken. The point of the fried chicken is the heavy oils. It drives me crazy. What's up with Hottie?
Andy feels passionately about the oils.
Now, this brings me back to what I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
How confident do you feel about frying chicken? How do you feel like you would have performed in this? Walk me through your steps.
I would have figured it out. Well, they gave them a recipe.
They gave them a recipe.
Yeah.
But did they give them...
And I follow a recipe very well.
Okay.
The hardest part for me would be getting the fucking
giblets
stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you would do the egg. You would do a little flour and then an egg bath.
Yeah.
And then a little crispy bit, like maybe
I
a
only
cornflake.
know this like from Blue Apron, but yeah.
Thank you for sponsoring this episode of Blue Apron. Those of you who haven't subscribed to Blue Apron, use code Momma Flav at checkout. Please sponsor us. That'd be cool.
We actually do really love you, Blue Apron.
We do.
Whoa, God, I just turned into a prostitute.
You just sold your.
Yeah, I'm stopping myself. Go. Okay, back up.
Now we're rating the chickens. You'll never.
Oh, we didn't mention that like apparently Hoops had like 5 sisters growing up, and she was the oldest.
And she was like second mom.
She knows her way around the kitchen. You could tell she was just like, yep, I'm frying this chicken.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah,
it looks super crispy.
And hers is the first one that Flav and his mom are tasting.
Yep. And he's like,
this is good.
He's like, Mom, right? Good.
Like, good.
And fortunately, that's enough of a descriptor to keep track of everything else because there's so much that's not good.
Totally.
There's
I'm like, Flav, you got to get more
shit.
descriptive than that. It's like, no, he doesn't.
No, he does not.
Because the rest were not good.
Pumpkin's chicken was undercooked. And so Flav goes and throws up because he eats raw chicken.
Yeah.
He goes to the toilet and vomits.
Yeah. I mean, you could actually get sick off of that.
Ah. It's pretty messed up, Pumpkin. Maybe read the recipe. Just set a timer. Cheapers.
No, Sweeties was number 2, and I think
Yes.
he kind of liked Sweeties too.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But Hottie's, he's like, whoever did this one, y'all were playing, right? And like Hottie doesn't speak up. She doesn't fess up to it being hers. It is a bonkers creation. There's little French fried.
There's like a cabbage
crispy,
on top.
crispy like wonton.
It's like Asian noodles.
Yeah, it's the crispy wonton flakes that you put on your salad, right? It's unhinged, man.
It's just okay. Now she's laughing. You saw her covering her mouth.
But in the talking head, she is convinced.
I know.
She is convinced that it's cooked. She's looking around to try and play off like it's not her.
She's like, it is cooked. Blink, blink.
Because
ding,
she
ding.
ding ding jingle jingle. Because she put it in the microwave. She's convinced it's cooked. And I'm like, okay, you eat it, girl. Like, no,
Blech.
that's horrible.
Blech.
New York obviously does not like Hottie and talks a lot of shit about this chicken.
Yeah, the two of them are just like after each other.
But yeah, honestly, it's perfect because they're both so terrible for different reasons.
Yep.
But yes, who ends up winning the challenge, Boo?
Hoops.
No surprise at all. Hoops wins.
Prettiest girl in the house. I stand by that.
I stand by it as well.
She's so beautiful.
She's really.
Don't get me wrong, other ladies. You are all beautiful as
no,
well. But I'm just like, there's something about Hoops. For me.
No, Hoops is stunning. Good for you, Hoops. We love seeing more of you, and we love that you're getting more FaceTime with Flav. So, what does she win? Tell them.
She wins a date with Flav and his mom.
That's right, and they
Which
go
is
to.
pretty cute too.
What's the shout out? They go to
Shout out to Steve's
Soul Food.
Yeah.
Which sounds dope.
Yeah.
Flav ends up ordering the entire menu like he's Big Daddy Sitch.
Fried pork chops, mac and cheese, collard greens, like
sweet potato. He doesn't order sweet potatoes. Diet soda.
Yeah. Situation over here.
We've been watching more Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
It never ends, you guys. There are so many seasons.
30 episodes per season. Get the fuck out of here.
Family Vacation. It's it's like it's still our candy at night.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's our little dessert treat.
It will be for another several months because the seasons are endless. Anyway.
Yeah. So Flav ordering his fried pork chops, oxtails, collard greens.
Yeah.
It all sounds dope.
Yeah.
Been a minute since I've been to a soul food restaurant. There's not a lot of them in San Diego. Would you believe it?
There's not. No.
But they have a wonderful time. And once again, Flav's mom really digs Hoops.
Yeah.
And like his mom starts asking her questions and she's answering honestly. Her background is in construction. And I think she was very taken back by that. And Flav couldn't be bothered to look up from his meal.
No, Flav isn't listening at all. He's just stuffing his face. And nothing is on Mama's plate at all.
Such a teenager. Food's falling out of his mouth.
Literal like crumbs on his mouth.
I can't believe. I guess she's probably past the point of trying to like fix his dinner table manners.
Yeah. Nope, not even trying. But yeah, Hoops and Mama get along really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cute. And I love that because we love Hoops.
Yeah. Yeah, she seems really cool.
And if you
I
can't
feel like
remember, audience, that's Hoops is a Stacey Dash lookalike.
I gotta be honest, I do not remember who wins this season.
I don't know either.
I haven't watched this since it aired.
I have no idea who wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is kind of fun.
I don't even know who goes
This
how
is
far.
not how usually we with Rock of Love, we knew how everything was gonna go every season, every episode. It's like, all right.
And now we're just like, it could be anybody, I guess.
Anybody.
Like this is a brand new show airing tonight. Who's gonna die on Last of Us tonight? It's that, but flavor of love. So now we're coming upon the elimination. I like one thing that's kind of getting cool too here, episode 4. Him and Big Rick seem to be like broing out a little harder.
Yeah.
They seem to be making each
I
other
don't know how
laugh
long
and
they've
getting
known
along.
each other,
Yeah.
or like if they had a relationship before this, but they definitely, you can tell they're like
They're getting along.
getting into a rhythm with each other.
Yep.
Yeah, they're buds.
Yeah. And now, like, there could be a long jacket, but it wouldn't be here at the end of the episode. I think it would be
The
what do you
white
think?
tux.
The white tux had to be because
Yeah.
he had a long jacket. He had a jacket with tails when
And
he walked into church.
maybe touring the facility with Gomer Pyle
Oh,
over there.
that look was tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have a long jacket for this elimination. He comes down in his standard crown, glasses that are like wings,
Yeah.
and cape.
And when he was standing with Big Rick, right?
Yeah.
With Big Rick, he knew, he was what I'm saying is he quickly knew who he was gonna eliminate.
Yeah. He's like her.
Got
No.
it. Sorry guys, it's late. Don't mind me. I can do things at 9:00 at night.
No, you're doing fine. I don't know what
Okay.
I don't even know what you're.
I stumbled over that last sentence. I was like, what am I trying to say?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're idiots.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to our dumb dick joke podcast. But no, they. I forgot. There was another part that we missed that we didn't talk about.
What?
When they were at the pool date, where it's like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I want to put my finger on it.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll let me put my finger
I think
on
that
it.
was one of the dates.
I think it might
maybe
have-
with Hoops.
It might have been with Hoops. It might have been the
Yeah.
first date.
Yeah.
Because
I
she
hope
was like
she'll
crawling
let me
on it.
put my
finger on it.
I was like, that's cute.
I might get a clip of that and I'll put it in way after that date.
Okay.
Here.
I'm gonna put my finger on it. I'm gonna try to put my finger on it. Hopefully she'll let me put my finger on it.
Anyway, so thank you for being patient and getting our out of order podcast in your ear holes. So who's getting clocks, babe? Who knows what time it is?
Pumpkin knows what time it is.
Which is out of the blue.
Yeah, because she
Her
didn't
chicken's
really...
fucking raw.
No, but they had a good little date where they made out with each other.
They did. That's
and then
true.
she came and slept in the bed with him.
We didn't see much of the date. That's what I'm kind of
Yeah.
forgetting, is that it was a good date because they were just looky-looing at each other. Okay.
And then she
fair.
snuggled with him all night in
That's
bed.
true.
Yeah.
In lingerie.
In lingerie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else knows what time it is?
Oyster.
Yep. Gotta give it to the cop.
Got to keep the spy around. See, it's a good strategy, man. She's going to stay around for a while.
She's so weird, man.
I know. And then Hoops, obviously. She
Better.
just slayed this episode.
It's crazy to me that she wasn't the first clock, but whatever.
I
You
know.
I
know.
don't know that there's a logic to the order. Maybe there becomes a logic to it later.
Yeah.
When production realizes there's ways to create tension or to get
Right.
obvious things out of the way.
Right.
But I will say, let's continue down
Oh,
the
no.
list.
New York gets
New York.
one. Yeah.
Because she did show up also to sleep in his bed.
Yeah.
But this,
She's playing him.
yep.
And he likes it.
He does.
I don't think he is disillusioned. I think he knows, but he just likes the attention.
He does.
Yeah.
She's doing all the right things,
Yeah.
like for Flav, and ultimately he's determining who goes home, or is he? Because I submit that tonight's elimination is a producer's pick.
I 100%.
Yeah. But
it does not make sense.
it doesn't make a lot of sense at all. And the person Sweetie gets eliminated.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know who doesn't?
I know. I already gave it away earlier.
Goldie doesn't get eliminated, and she is good time all wrapped up in one thick girl or whatever she says. Thick.
Oh my God.
I might just drop thick in once an episode because that
Honestly,
soundbite is so choice.
I want that to like be a ringtone for someone. It's so good.
So even though Smiley didn't get a date because they were both asleep, she still gets
a clock.
she knows what time it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can we tour the facility with Pumpkin? Did you see that outfit? I feel like I can
No.
see her fallopian tubes.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ!
I totally missed
what
it.
the fuck? This is the shortest skirt I've ever seen. I need to go back, and I don't know exactly where it is, so bear with me, audience. But what the fuck? It is the shortest, tiniest little skirt. And it's like a crop top. So
You can do like 10 seconds forward.
I know. Boom. What is?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ashley, help me.
Okay.
I wasn't like this is worth coming back to.
You know, like the bandeaus that you put around
your chest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has put one of those around her crotch and her butt.
And it's
lace.
It is.
And it is like maybe 2 inches wide. And
So-
it just goes around.
So it's way low on her waist. It's like down over
low
her hips.
slung, yeah.
And then it's also just barely not revealing her entire vagina.
Because then her top is like black lace halter.
Jiminy
But it's
Christmas.
also, yeah, wow.
She's barely wearing anything.
Wowzers.
It's a look, man. Wow. That was touring the facility and picking up slack, but without the proper introduction. Thank you for listening. Okay, so now we're down to the last two, and it's Hottie and Sweetie.
Between
and this
Hottie and Sweetie, I think like
it should be a gimme that Hottie goes home.
Yeah, she's nutso, and she did like a raw chicken, and they haven't even like had time together this episode.
She used the words owned residential real estate to describe owning a home.
It's turning into like with Rock of Love, how Lacey kept sticking around.
Yes.
And we were like, what? This is how we know production's getting involved. Because
Yes.
it's like someone who should clearly go home, but they're providing entertainment value.
If everybody on the show wants you to go home, you will stay.
Yeah.
That is the rule. So Hottie and New York are the women that everybody wants to send home. Every woman has said like, oh, I still have to share a room with fucking New York and Red Oyster, with a Hottie and Red Oyster. And nobody wants them to be here, and they're gonna be around.
So they're gonna stay because
that's drama.
That's that, and we even say it because as it gets to some of the last few episodes where all of the big personalities are gone, these shows tend to get a little
dry.
boring.
But I
Yeah.
believe in Flav's ability to carry the show all on his own back.
I do
I can
too.
watch that man talk about the fucking phone book. He's so cool.
Yeah, like at this elimination, he goes, from the docks, private stock, let me get another clock.
So good. That one was good. I loved that.
I know.
And then Sweetie is really butthurt about this producer's decision.
Oh, like Sweetie
Justifiably.
claps back, and I love it.
She does.
She's like, why the hell is Hottie staying here? Like, what's happening?
You think I'm not really feeling you, but you're going to keep this joke of a human?
Yeah.
It's-
So she basically gets in a fight with Flav.
Yeah.
They're like snapping back at each other because
They
she's
really
like,
are.
this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? He's like, I'm just not feeling you. You feel?
Yeah, he was trying to be nice at the beginning. He's like, I don't feel like you actually are into me. And she's like, you don't think I'm actually into you? He's like, okay, I'm not into you. And then she's like, okay, fine. And then she gives her a hug, but then she also drops I'm going to pray for you.
Yeah.
Woo!
And she's like,
cold.
listing off all the things she did. I touched chicken today and I'm not feeling you.
Yeah.
You know, like, I talked to your mom. I did this. I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, she's pissed.
Yeah, she was mad, and she drops the R word
Yes.
about Flav
Yeah.
outside. She just is like
I
so
was like,
mad at him.
we are in a different time.
Yeah. She goes ahead and drops it twice.
He is R.
Yep.
He is just R.
Yep. Boom. And it's like, oh, okay. You're like big mad.
All right.
Yeah.
Very, very mad.
Anyway, good. But that was an entertaining elimination. I'll tell you what. Like Sweetie and Flav getting into it, and the actual high emotions of Sweetie, who should still be on the show, but that's not how these shows
No,
work.
because she's not as entertaining as Hottie.
She's not.
you know,
No, Hottie
they found a route. Like Mama didn't like her. They found a way to be like, okay, Sweetie's out this time.
I have to feel confident that like Hottie's going to be here a minute because I need the bit to stick around for like another couple episodes to get the mileage out of. Hey, what's going on with Hottie?
What's going on with Hottie?
What's up with Hottie? We could do a what's going on with Hottie.
I kind of like that.
Fusion.
Yeah. Just bring the two shows together.
Yeah, we'll bring it. Yep, we'll bring back the old bit and repurpose it just for Hottie. Anyway, so that's been our episode of Flavor of Love. Ashley, what's Sweetie doing?
Oh yeah, where is she now?
Mm-hmm.
Where is she now? Yet again, not much.
Oh shit!
Not much to go off of. Her name is Tika Rain.
But she was on Capitol Records.
Oh, that's what she says. I mean, nothing like that popped up when I Googled her.
I guess you can be signed to a label and never get anything released.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it was a time before the internet was as big of a deal.
This
so
is true.
it's like maybe there wouldn't be anything. But yeah, her name is Tika Rain, which I think is the coolest
That's a cool
effing name ever. And it also makes her very easily searchable online because she is
Not
the
a lot of
only
them.
human on earth with this name. And I know that because she has a Facebook page. And that's the only literal thing
Really?
on the internet
That is
about her.
That's buck wild.
Yeah, there's some clip from like a show that was a year after this. I didn't even watch it. I didn't have time. Sorry.
Was it a VH1 show?
I don't think so. It looked like some kind of like game show or competition show.
Okay.
But other than that, like she lives in LA.
Mm-hmm.
She has 2 daughters.
Oh,
And I think her profile says she's a digital creator.
cool.
Yeah.
So
that's all we
influencer?
know about Sweetie. Yeah.
Do we think influencer?
If she was an influencer, there would be
A ton more shit.
yeah.
So maybe she's a web designer or something.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's weird. Well,
Yeah.
cool. Well,
I know, not a fun one. Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. We miss you, sweetie, and so we're gonna bid you farewell. Why don't we
Okay.
bow our heads, close our eyes? Dear Heavenly Father, with your mighty penis, we enter your holy halls once again, after already having been to church once this episode, to bid farewell to Sweetie. Sweetie, I don't think you were really feeling him either. I think you wanted to win, but I do appreciate your outspokenness and how you stuck up for yourself, and I think it was the right thing to do. I think you might have had the wrong target, and you wanted to yell at some producers, but that's okay. You know what? I don't think we're going to see you in charm school. I don't think we're going to see you in an I Love Money or anything like that. So it is with a heavy heart that we do bid final farewell to you. This episode, The Flavor of Chicken, will be where you forever remain. Amen.
Amen.
Oh,
The Flavor of Chicken.
the Flavor of Chicken episode. A flavor of love. The Flavor of Chicken.
That was a fun one.
Well, what have you been enjoying, Ashley?
Oh man. What have I been enjoying? Oh, so there's new Black Mirror episodes.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out which one was my favorite one from this round. But there are also new Love, Death, and Robots,
which
episodes,
are fucking cool.
which are so cute. If you guys have never, I don't know if cute's the right word, actually.
Yeah, don't let
It's
your
like-
kids watch them.
It's like dark adult cartoon sci-fi humor. It's on Netflix.
6-minute bites.
Yeah, they're not like, most of them are right around 6 minutes. Some
Yeah.
are like a little long, like 9 minutes, but they're all just like little shorts.
It's great. 'cause
Shorts,
you can
that's
just,
the word,
yeah,
right?
If you got a second, you're on a lunch break,
Yeah.
you want to watch a couple things, you can do that.
Yeah, and there's this really cute one that so far it's my favorite, where like it's a cat. It's about a cat.
Oh,
And do you remember that one?
It's the one with John Oliver. John Oliver and Chris Parnell.
You think it was John Oliver?
I think that
Okay.
robot was 100% John Oliver.
Yeah, so it's like this cat in an apartment, and
Voiced by Chris Parnell.
and the humans are like, they're like dumb.
They're like Charlie Brown parents.
Yeah, so they're like disgusting fat humans, and
They're terrible
but they
owners.
get this robot that's supposed to be like their servant or helping
Mm-hmm.
around the house or whatever. And the cat and the robot like bond, or the cat basically like
manipulates.
manipulates the robot into trying to take over the world.
Into telling the robot to break its shackles and to conquer the world with the cat.
Yeah, it's just, we don't even have a cat. And I'm like, this is exactly what a cat would, like, this is how the cat's brain would be working.
It was interesting because it was also just kind of like, what if the wild robot took a little different turn?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
what if the animals communicated so well with it that they're like, you know who's been fucking all of us here?
The humans.
Those guys.
Yeah.
You know? And that could have been the wild robot real easy.
I didn't mean to like give away the end of it. Sorry. You
It's
should
6
still
minutes.
watch it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
watch it. It was cool.
It was really, really cool.
Yeah. I've been tired. So I haven't had a lot of things that I've been up to, but I am playing a game that's older now. And I'm looking forward to the sequel because I am playing Ender Lily's Quietus of the Night. The cheesiest name. What a terrible name for a video game. But I am
super fantasy.
It is absolutely
core.
it is absolutely capital M, capital S, my shit.
It's really cool.
I love it. And
Yeah.
it's got like an incredible soundtrack. It's got this spooky vibe. It's a Hollow Knight kind of grim, Dark Lord kind of,
It's really
very, very
pretty.
sad vibes. But it is pretty.
And the music is really nice.
Very lilting music, very comforting, even though it's kind of like spooky.
Yeah.
It's a Metroidvania if you care for those kind of terminologies. But yeah, I've been doing that a lot while I'm sitting in my chemo hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be like working downstairs and I hear this like nice music upstairs. I'm like, oh, he's playing that game.
And our gig went well. And I think I can drop probably a little bit of our band playing here at the end, and you can get a little flavor. But that was a great gig. So thank you for
Killed
those
it.
who listened to this episode and also came out. What a time we had, and you guys were awesome. Thank you. So that's an episode.
That's it.
It's another one in the can, boo.
We did it.
Awesome. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mock of Love and leave us comments. Send us your memes and whatever else you want. Mock of Love is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, #boobs. Please subscribe to us at those locations. It really helps us out. And also, make sure you're following us on social media platforms like Instagram at mol.podcast. On Blue Sky, we are MOL Podcast. And find us on TikTok at Mock of Love Podcast, all spelled out. And Elon's dick doesn't work and he's stuck in a K-hole. Fuck that guy. So from me, Andy, and from you,
Ashley,
will
you continue to stay in this house and rock our world?
Have a great week, everybody.
Adios.
Mock of Love is produced by Andy and Ashley. All views and comments do not necessarily reflect the views of Andy and Ashley, so ease up on us. If you enjoyed this romp through reality shows past, please follow, like, subscribe, and leave us a comment wherever you listen to podcasts.
How pimp is that?
Flavor Flav.